Hello, Jim Dowson, guest presenter with the Templar Report. And today I'd like to remind people that this Sunday is Armistice Day, Remembrance Sunday for the British people and people in the Commonwealth. But we also can't forget our American friends as well, who served in the two great wars. The Americans were very late in the first one, but still, we appreciate you coming there, and we honour your war dead as well. But especially to the British, we lost almost 1 million men. It's incredible, out of a population of 40 million. The Australians suffered heavily, the New Zealanders and the Canadians also. Now, most years I'm over there at the Menham Gate, which is a monument with names of 60,000 men and boys whose remains were never found, and their names are all carved there. I think last year I was there with Canadians from Newfoundland, and I've seen some Australians. I also came across some people from the Sikh community, because we sometimes forget that the Indians also fought in these wars, both wars, on the side of truth and freedom. Well, this Sunday I won't be in Belgium on the Flanders fields this year. I'll be in my own little village, and we always have a massive turnout, and the whole community comes together to remember our war dead. It's a very poignant day, very serious day, and I would appeal to the people watching this in the UK to make sure you're at your local memorial. There is absolutely no excuse whatsoever for you not being there and not taking your kids either. And I remember saying this last year to somebody, and they said, "Oh, my kids don't want to go." You shouldn't give our monkeys if they want to go, unless we dragged by the ears to go there. Like I was dragged by the ears, because when I was a wee kid I didn't want to go either. But being dragged there, over the years I suddenly realised this is an important place to be. It's the place where we remember those who sacrificed their very lives to give us the lives that we've enjoyed for these last 100 years. And without their sacrifice, we just wouldn't be here. It's as simple as that. So if you cannot get off your fat backside for an hour on Sunday morning to go to the memorial, and you can't take your kids with you, there's something wrong with you. Something deeply, deeply wrong with you. So don't come moaning and groaning about the country falling apart when you can't even remember the deaths and the sacrifice of the men who gave us the country in the first place. Maybe that's why the country's falling apart. And another thing I'd like to mention is when I'm going to these war memorials in Europe, for years and years and years there was never any Irish people there, because the Irish had this problem with the British, the War of Independence and all this stuff. But we need to remember 60,000 Irish people, Irish nationalists, died in the First World War, and many thousands in the Second World War. And it was always been something that nobody spoke about, and it was a badge of shame. Now look, let's not get into politics, but the reality is those men should be remembered for their sacrifice the same as anybody else. And last year I'm really, really pleased to tell you that they've now built a huge Irish memorial up in what's the name of that? Vimy Ridge. Huge big Irish castle. And there was loads of Irish people there. Now obviously they don't use the poppy, this is the British symbol, I get it, there's no problem. But it was so wonderful to see Irish people, the grandsons and the great-grandsons of those who gave their life, wandered about, totally unfamiliar, never been there before, knew nothing of the history of their grandfather or their great-grandfather, and it was marvellous to guide them through the graveyards and to tell them that they were very welcome. And regardless of the political thing, in the trenches, blood and guts and courage has no politics. It's just young men sacrificing their life. Whether it was right, whether it was wrong, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. My personal views in the First World War were a waste of everybody's time, effort and lives. But that doesn't matter. We're remembering not the British Army, not the Commonwealth Army. We're remembering our fathers, our grandfathers, our great-grandfathers. We're remembering a generation that sacrificed so that we could be free. So keep that in mind. Get off your couch on Sunday, round your kids up, get the PlayStations off them, and get down to your local war memorial and pay your respects like a decent human being. May God bless you, and may God bless the memory of every single fallen soldier. Thank you.
Lay me down in the cold, cold grin, wherefore many more have gone. Lay me down in the Colgrin, wherefore many mair have gone. When they come, I will stun my gran, stun my gran. I'll nae be afraid. Thoughts of him take away my fear. Sweat and blood hide my veil of tears.